guys, we've made it on the train. That was a massive rush and a half because I thought that we were going to be really late. And this is the only way I can get okay lighting, by the way. But yeah, we've made it. We're now off to Brighton. Are you excited?
Yes, I like trains.
Run now, red Corvette and my drop top down, calling up my digits in my Motorola.
So I've just had them done, guys. I need to update you, but I'll do that when I get home tonight because it's such a long story. But I think we're just gonna go shopping now and go see the sea. Ow. Okay guys, quick update of the night. I'm just about to go to bed, but they're so swollen and bruised right now. I'm gonna sit down tomorrow after training and talk to you about like my experience and stuff. But as of right now, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm super tired. It's only just hit 10 PM, but yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. But I've just remembered that I didn't vlog the end of tonight. So yeah, it's tonight's update. The swelling inside as well. Oh, okay, bye. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I'm stretching. Little now. I just wanted to talk about something for a second before I talk about my lips. But I put up yesterday's vlog, not yesterday's, the last vlog that I put up, which was the home decor one. And I've got so many rude ass comments on that video. And I just wanted to say that I was really sick in that video. I've been going through tonsillitis. I'm still not well. It's now like 2 or 3 weeks later than when I first got it. It's not nice feeling horrendous for 2 or 3 weeks. And I understand that so many people have it worse, but when it comes to your throat and stuff, you freaking feel it if there's something wrong with it. Just think about if you were vlogging your everyday life and you didn't feel well, you're gonna say you don't feel well. And if your tablets aren't working, you're gonna wonder why your tablets aren't working. And I specifically asked people like what they think is wrong with my throat and stuff because you can't get a doctor's appointment in London for ages. So I just wanted to ask people what they thought was wrong. But yeah, if I'm poorly, this is my real life. I'm gonna say I'm poorly. If you don't like that, go and watch a YouTuber who fakes being happy all the time because that is not me and that never will be me. Constructive criticism is literally fine. I like constructive criticism because it helps me out. People get that in a normal job. So it's nice to get it when you're self-employed just to know how you can improve and stuff. But full on just rude comments, they're just not needed. And if you're gonna leave a rude comment, have a little think about how that comment would affect you if you were reading loads of them, or even just one. Like if you're having a bad day, if you're sick and you're having a bad day and you ache like frick because you're actually putting effort into something, aka me with personal training, and then you sit down to your comments waiting to reply to all the lovely people and the lovely people get drowned out by absolute rude people, think how you would feel about that, because I'm sure that you wouldn't feel too great about it, and I'm sure it wouldn't make you want to vlog, because at the end of the day, vlogging is not my job. My main channel is my job. Vlogging isn't, I just do it because I want to do it, and right now it's making me feel like I don't want to do it because I've just got to a point in my life where I just think I've dealt with bullies growing up, I've dealt with a freaking horrible teacher in college, and I've dealt with nasty trolls for like 3 years on YouTube, and I've got to a point in my life where I'm just like, why am I dealing with this anymore? Like, this is not a part of normal life. The real world is outside. It's not in a computer screen, and why should I have to sit down and read a bunch of shit that people are telling me about myself? Honestly, I'm just at a point where I'm just like, what's the point? So I'm just gonna vlog when I really want to, and I might just put comments, I might just disable comments or put them on approval because I just don't see the point in having to sit and read them. I'm finally getting to a place where I'm getting happier, and I feel like the trolls don't like that, and they can see that, and they're trying to bring me down, and it's just not gonna work. So stuck on that. Anyways, back to my lips. They're quite bruised today, but they're not as bruised as they used to get when I used to have fillers, and they're super swollen as well. But I'm gonna sit down later after I've done PT and talk to you about the freaking disaster zone that was my lip. And also I've got a lot of PO box, so I feel like I want to sit down and show you that as well. So I'm gonna do that later because right now I've got videos to edit and I've got work to do, and then I'm off to sweat my ballies off. Guys. Oh, my mum's been here and she just checked her time for the train. She's meant to be going home today and it is 10 to 1 right now, and she thought she was on the 2 o'clock train, but she just looked and she's on the 1 train, so she's got like half an hour to get to St Pancras, get a ticket. And I've just said to her, will I expect you on my sofa when I get back then? Because I've got to leave for PT at 1 today, so I'm just expecting her to be sat here when I get back, bless her. Here's another lip update. They're getting more bruised, and I'm bruised like outside my lips. So weird. I'm just gonna get dressed now anyway, because I've got 20 minutes until I need to set off, but I have to call an Uber and they usually take like 5 minutes, so I've got about 15 minutes, then I need to go. And I'm dreading today actually because it's such a cold day. It's been snowing in London. It never snows in London, and most Uber drivers that I have the windows open, and I'm just like so I'm gonna make sure I go in my fluffiest coat today. Look at my nails, look like Smarties. Da, 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 da. I've tried to cover my lips up as much as I can for personal training. They look kind of normal, it's alright. But yeah, I guess I will see you when I'm back. I'm sorry that you're not leaving the house today. I can't fit my camera in my training bag because if I take my camera then I can't take water, and obviously water's way more important. So, and I'll see you after. This is when you know you've worked out hard. Do you see that sweat? That is disgusting. Ew. Hello. Okay, so it's finally time for me to do my story time. It's now the next day because yesterday I was really tired, so I didn't do my story time. But a bunch of you, I bet, are gonna ask where my jumper is from. Woo! It's so nice. I love it so much. Normally I only buy black, but if I don't buy black, the only other colours I really buy are grey, dusky pink, or white. So yes. I got this from Bershka when I went to Brighton. And honestly, I love it so much. It's kind of bat-winged. So hello, welcome to the story time part of the video. I've never done a story time before. This is so weird. I feel a bit like Tana Mojo. Oh, by the way, if you see my nails, how grim they are. I bit them off yesterday because I watched The Girl on the Train. I rented it on my telly. Oh my god, that film was so stressful. I've read half the book before, but I got really bored by the book, so I never finished it. But the film was so good. Emily Blunt's acting was amazing. So yeah, I now have very tiny nails. Oh well. Basically, I knew there was something wrong with my lips. I went to the same guy twice, and the second time I went because I had this weird like lump in my bottom lip, and when I got there he just said, oh, that's completely normal, and then just filled it again over the top of it. But he also put stronger filler in. I don't know what he put in, but he told me he was putting stronger filler in because my lips had like absorbed it quite quickly, so he put a different kind in that he said was gonna last longer. But I think it's been about 3 or 4 months since I last got them done. I'm sure it's not been that long, maybe like 5 months, but I'm really sure it hasn't been that long since I last got them done. And a lot of the filler had been absorbed again or just disappeared wherever the hell it goes, and I was left with even more lumps in them, and I was like, this is not right. So I decided to look for a new lip person because I wanted to get the lumps dissolved, and I thought to dissolve them they like inject them and dissolve them. That's what I had in my head, because with the word dissolve, that's like what I think of, but no. So I booked in at the clinic Alison Jeffrey in Brighton, and they were amazing. My lips aren't done, by the way, and they're still quite swollen. I've just put a bunch of makeup on. They might not look that swollen, but yeah, they still kind of are. So as soon as I got to Alison Jeffrey, they numbed my mouth, which first of all was disgusting. Oh, hello, Blur. Hello. And I'm back. So they put this numbing cream on my mouth, which I hadn't had before because the last person that I went to didn't numb. He just did it. He said that the stuff that he used had numbing stuff in, so as he like injected it, it numbed my lips, and it didn't really hurt that much. It just felt like hot surges to me. When I got to Alison Jeffrey's, I had the numbing cream on my lips, and it felt like I was in the dentist. You know when they numb your mouth, it literally feels like that on your lips. It felt so strange. And as soon as I walked in to get them done, she said to me, I can see the filler in your lips, and I was like, I know, this is what I've been saying to all of my friends and my family. You can literally see the filler in my lips. But everybody was like, no, I can't see it. But like when it's you, oh my god, I was just so happy that someone finally noticed it. I'll insert a picture now of what she could see, and then I sat down and told her what I wanted, which is that I wanted the lumps dissolving or whatever they do, and I wanted them like re-injecting, obviously, because it had faded. This side had gone a lot thinner, so she had to put more in this side of my lip as well. But yeah, she was like, I don't know, you know when someone who knows what they're doing looks at a bad job of something in their field of work and they're just like, That was what she was like. And it's so strange because you guys have been complimenting me so much on my lips recently, and I've just been sat reading the comments like, but they're so messed up, and they really were. Anyways, I had to lay down, and if things freak you out like this, I'm going to talk about it once and never talk about it again. I'm going to bury it somewhere in my mind because it was disgusting. I've had so many operations, blood transfusion, everything like that, and this was the most gross thing I've ever had done. So I laid back in the chair and she was like, right, I'm going to get started on removing the lumps. Now what she did, it's so grim. Oh, honestly, just talking about this makes me feel sick. What she did was grab my lips and kind of massage them, but really hard, like really rub them. And I couldn't feel that much because of the numbing cream. I could feel it a bit, but I couldn't feel that much. But it was the noise. It sounded like someone was popping bubble wrap. Oh, I can't. It sounded like someone was popping bubble wrap in my lips, and it was disgusting, and I had to just lay there, and I was tapping my foot so much to try and distract myself, but it was horrendous. She was just like squeezing, it was like pew, pew, and I could feel them. Ooh, it was gross. So apparently that was getting it started on removing it, like kind of breaking it down. And then she looked at my lips again and she noticed that the guy that I went to had basically ruined my lip shape. And this is so hard to explain to you guys because, like I said, I've been getting so many compliments about my lips recently, but I knew that they hadn't been done right. I'll insert a before picture of my lips before I ever had them done. That'll be here, and you can see that the top of my lip was very straight, like an M kind of, and it was really straight. But what he'd done is he's basically rounded it, so it had lost the definition in my lips. And as it had faded as well, I ended up with kind of the sides of my lips here going out a little bit, and because there was no definition in the Cupid's bow, it just kind of went like that. So hard to explain. So what Alison was going to do was just add definition, which she did, and I've now got my Cupid's bow back. It's difficult to show you, but that is a lot more straight, whereas it kind of went like that before. And I've got the definition back in my Cupid's bow, if you can see that. But I personally don't think that that cream did anything, because I felt, oh my god, it was so painful. I don't know if it's because she had to do more stuff to me to try and get rid of the old filler, but I felt everything, and it was so painful to the point where I was laid there thinking, I'm never having this done again in my entire life. But now I've seen the results, I'm like, okay, I'll come back next month. But yeah, Jesus Christ, it was painful. And it's so strange because the guy I went to before obviously didn't use any numbing cream, and it didn't hurt that much, but this time it freaking hurt. She had to ask me to stop tapping my foot, because that's what I do when I get like nervous or painful. I try and block it out by like shaking something. So I was shaking my foot. She was like, you're gonna have to stop shaking that foot. But that is how she has sorted my lips out. I have to go back in a month's time because she's only done the definition this time, so she basically hasn't put any filler in the middle. So as the swelling goes down, there's gonna just be a lot of definition on the edge and then kind of like flatter in the middle, I think. So I've got to go back in a month's time once like it's all settled to go and get more put in, more in the middle area to make them fuller. So that is my story. I thought the person that I was going to before was amazing. Like, I've raved about them in other vlogs, but after the second time started fading, I just knew that there was something just completely not right. I would recommend Alison 100%. Obviously I had to travel to get there. I had to go on a train for an hour to get to Brighton, but it's so worth it just to go to someone who knows what they're talking about. And as soon as I walked in the room, she knew what was up with my lips. Whereas the last person, when I went in, I was like, look, I've got these lumps in my lips. He was just like, oh, it's fine, and just filled on top of them, which is so bad. So make sure you do your research if you're gonna get any kind of cosmetic procedure. Obviously that's an obvious thing to say, but I mean, I thought that person was really good and it turns out that they weren't, and who knows, next time if I'd have had them done, they might have faded even worse and I might have been left with like massive lumps in my lips. I don't know. Obviously this is just my experience. People who've gone to the person that I went to last time might have had an amazing experience. I don't want to tarnish anyone's business or come for anyone. Mine just weren't right. So yeah, but I would really recommend Alison. I would recommend travelling to go to her because she knows what she's on about. So there you go, that is my little story time. I'm gonna go now because I've got a video to film. But give this video a thumbs up if you found it somewhat helpful or you just enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more of me. And also let me know if you would like more story time kind of videos. As I said, I've never done them before, so I don't know if that's what you like, but let me know and I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye!